Habuz lige yoinim. My dear friends, today Rosh Chodesh Menachem Av, the Rosh Chodesh which is called Menachem, the consoling of our Father. In other words, the Father is consoling us and we are consoling the Father, because when we're in exile, God also is in exile and He also needs consolation. And who is the one who's consoling us? Menachem. Menachem is the consoler. Menachem is Mashiach. He's coming to console him, he's coming to console us, and together we console each other. Today is a very unique day in the Torah. What I mean by that is as follows. We do not know exactly, let's put it this way, it is not recorded in the Torah as to when Avraham Avinu passed away, or Sarah. We know the dates traditionally, orally transmitted. The Talmud discusses it, different Medrashim. But nowhere in the Torah is recorded when our patriarchs passed away, when the matriarchs passed away. We know that Moshe Rabbeinu passed away the 7th day of Adar, but it's not recorded in the Torah. The only day which is recorded as a day of a passing is today's date. And this is actually in the parsha that we just read this past Shabbos, where in chapter 33, verse 38 of Bamidbar, it says the following: Vayal Aaron HaKohen el Hoyrehor al Pi Hashem. Aaron HaKohen ascended the mountain, the top of the mountain, as per God's directives. Vayom Eshom, and he passed away over there. When? Bishnas ha'arboim, on the 40th year, L'tzeis b'nei Yisrael meretz Mitzrayim. We remember that because of the sin of the Meraglim, the spies, God said this generation is going to die out in the desert, and we wandered for 40 years in the desert. And it wasn't because we didn't have a GPS. We wandered there because God said this entire generation will not enter the land of Israel. Those were the 40 years. And Aaron HaKohen passed away at the end of these 40 years. What date specifically says the Torah? B'chodesh HaChamishi, on the 5th month. 5th month is, if we count the month starting from Nisan, so we have Nisan, Iyar, Sivan, Tammuz, Av, or Menachem Av, is the 5th month. What day? Be'echad LaChodesh, on the 1st day of the month. So the Torah specified that the 1st day of the month of Menachem Av is the day of the passing of Aaron HaKohen. Now, why is the Torah telling us this? Just specifically about Aaron HaKohen. And why is that so important? And the Torah adds, Aaron ben Sholosh ve'esrim u'ma'as shana b'moise ba'oror. Aaron HaKohen was 123 years old. 3 years more than what the Torah says that usually the lifespan of a person is me'er ve'esrim shana, 120 years. So as the Rebbe explains it, is as follows. The month of Av, as we know, is the month of mourning. We mourn the destruction of the first and the second temple. In fact, as of today, if Chas v'Shalom Mashiach is not coming right now, there are all kinds of laws of mourning, communal mourning, that we have to respect. We don't bathe, we don't listen to music, we don't do celebrations, we don't buy new clothing. Different customs about all these things, but it's basically, these are 9 days off until Tisha B'Av, till the fast of the 9th day of the Av. Next week, Tuesday, is days of mourning. Says the Torah, I want you to know, there is an antidote to that. And the antidote to the mourning of the month of Av is the passing of Aaron HaKohen. Aaron HaKohen passed away on the 1st day of the month. Who was Aaron HaKohen? Aaron HaKohen, as it says, was a man who oiv sholem v'roidev sholem. A man who loved peace and pursued peace. Pursuing peace means he didn't sit in his corner and didn't get involved in anything. He was involved in any dispute that he knew that existed. He went over and saw to it to make peace between a couple, between family, between neighbors, between business partners. Whoever was in a dispute, he found a way how to create peace. And that's why it says that everybody mourned his passing. Because he was a man of the ultimate shalom, ultimate peace. This is also represented by the number 3, the 123rd, because the number 3 represents ultimate unity. 3 represents, as we say every day in davening, the third opinion is what unifies. What shows how the two opponents are not really contradicting each other. They agreed with each other. Says the Torah that the passing of Aaron HaKohen, the man of peace, is the antidote for the mourning of the month of Av. For us to know this is what we must do. We must strengthen ourselves in that concept of peace, of love your fellow Jew. And this way we will not fast on Tisha B'Av. We will feast on Tisha B'Av. We will not mourn those 9 days. We will celebrate those 9 days. And please Hashem, let's start right off today.